Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. It's time to get confident with our confidence coach, Lyra Springer. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Looking beautiful as ever.
Gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. I am super pumped about what we're talking about today.
What are we talking about?
I'm very, very passionate about it. Okay. And it is acne treatment, specifically with teens and young adults. And young adults. Now, acne with teens and adults can be very, very different because your hormones are very different and they need to be treated accordingly. And so today I'm focusing just on the teen and young adult area. But the reason why I'm so passionate about it is because acne can be very debilitating with your confidence.
It surely can.
Big time. And
Yes.
85% of teens and young adults deal with acne.
Right.
That is a huge percentage. And I know personally, I dealt with acne really bad as a teen, young adult, and even into adulthood. And people would say, well, I don't remember that. It's because I was covering it up all the time.
Exactly.
You know, and it's very debilitating.
You think it's the first thing people see, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're really paranoid about it.
Yeah, and it can really affect their self-esteem. And we live in this selfie generation.
Yes.
Kids have to deal with things that we never had to deal with.
Right.
With everything being on social media,
Yeah.
people can comment on it. I mean,
Right.
people are brutal.
They are.
Yeah, and well, first off the bat, I want to send a message out to teens and young adults that what is on the surface out here does not define who you are
Absolutely.
on the inside.
That's right.
It doesn't. We need to reach this demographic and build up their confidence within and
Yes.
build up that strong foundation of confidence because they are our next world changers.
That's right. There's a real gap there. They need that,
Yeah,
for sure.
they need that for sure. But at the same time, living through acne, I know what that feels like, so I'm going to do everything I can to reach that demographic to show them that we can turn this around.
Right,
We can get
exactly.
this under control.
Is it all about treatment? Is it about what you eat? Is it about the hormones? Is it about the topical treatments? You know, like, there's lots of probably different things you can do to help it. I know, I will admit this, Lyra. I did not have terrible acne in high school. I got it in my 20s.
Really?
And it was so bad, I didn't want to leave my cruise ship room because I was working on a cruise ship. And I mean, I would try to cover it with makeup, and it would flake, and it would look, almost accentuate the acne.
It just
That's
makes it
true.
worse.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it debilitated my confidence as a performer because I felt everybody was looking at my zits and not at me.
You've got the light shining right
Yeah.
on you, you know.
Yes, and people start to hide away
yeah.
and become more reclusive because of that. So in the last 5 years, specifically, which we didn't have the benefit of knowing this, but researchers have found that the acne cycle, the development of the acne cycle is actually linked to the acne bacteria. So you think, bacteria, I want all the bacteria off my face,
Right,
right?
yeah.
That's what we think. But actually, on the surface of your skin, or it's called the microbiome, there's both good and bad bacteria living there all the time in healthy skin. And people with acne, without acne, everybody has both this good and bad bacteria that has to balance within your microbiome.
Okay, does this come from the inside, the acne, or is it because we're touching things and then touching our face? Where does it come from?
Well, it starts with, it's in that microbiome, which is kind of like in the pore there. You've got both the good and bad bacteria. When they're in balance, you have got clear skin. What happens is when they get out of balance and what causes them to get out of balance. So the biggest thing is clogged pores.
Oh.
And specifically with teens and young adults, when you have hormone surges, which, you know, in that age group, that's happening all the time, right? So when you have those hormone surges, your skin produces this thick, sticky oil on the surface of your skin.
Okay.
So it's very thick and sticky, and it seals off that pore. It covers it up and creates a seal. So not only does it trap dead skin cells inside, which causes irritation and redness and inflammation, it's keeping oxygen from getting inside. So when your pore is oxygen starved, the good bacteria is being suffocated.
Oh, that makes
and then it becomes a breeding ground, a sealed off little petri dish breeding ground for acne bacteria specifically. It's the perfect breeding ground for that.
Oh, I gotcha.
So it's that clogged pore.
Well, how do you unclog the pore then?
How do you unclog the pore? Okay, I'm here to help. Okay, so for a long time now, gold standard for acne treatment has been benzoyl peroxide. But there are two different kinds, both crystallized and liquid, which a lot of people probably don't know, and you need both of them in the right order. So if you use that crystallized form, it's like an exfoliant, a gentle exfoliant. If you have open acne lesions, you don't want a strong exfoliant at all.
Okay.
This is very, very gentle, but yet strong enough to break through that sticky oil and get into the pore to break up the oil and the dead skin cells so they can then flush out so they won't be lodged in there anymore.
Okay.
And it's starting, the benzoyl peroxide is starting to kill the acne bacteria.
Right.
Second step, flush it with the liquid benzoyl peroxide because it can go and kill that acne bacteria. Now that it's cleaned out, you can actually get in there. Whereas before, if you're putting benzoyl peroxide on but it's not going in the pore, you're not doing anything. And actually, my clients, I give them BPO-2, which is a reformulated form of benzoyl peroxide with a double dose of oxygen. So not only are you killing the acne bacteria, with the oxygen, you're resetting the balance of the good and bad bacteria.
So that's key. It's the balance. I never knew that.
Have the balance.
But that's with your whole body. You've
Yes.
got to have everything in balance. You know, if something gets a little off, then you're, you know.
Lyra, I'm going to throw you on the spot, though. I want your opinion on this.
Okay.
When you get the zit and it becomes big and white, do you pop it or do you leave it?
Oh, you've got to leave it. It's
Really?
so hard. I know it's so hard. But when
It's
you
so
pop
hard
it,
not to-
if you pop it, not only can it cause a scarring in the future, but even immediate, it's going to make it more red and inflamed from the beginning.
So resist popping.
Resist. It's so hard, I know, but resist, resist, resist.
Does it gross you out that my grandmother used to love to pop our zits?
Yes.
Oh, Jeremy.
Yes, it does. I've got a
No.
mental picture now. We need to move
I'm
on.
sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. But it's good about the whole balance because I'm wondering what I was doing in my early 20s to cause that imbalance because after I started using, I used, not to promote anything, but I used Proactive, and it went away. And my friends from the cruise ship, when I posted a photo later, years later, every single person on the cruise ship goes, you look amazing, your skin looks good. Now, they never said anything to my face on the cruise ship,
Right.
but they commented about it afterwards.
Yeah. And I don't think it was what you were doing. It was what you were not doing because we didn't know what to do.
And you were
then.
totally doing shows, you're putting all that makeup on, you weren't exfoliating.
And we didn't have Instagram filters then either.
Oh, man.
Now, Lyra, I know people can follow you on social media as well.
Yes, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And you can go to skinconfidencecoach.com to get more information and connect with me. Because if you have a teen or young adult in your life, I just want to tell everybody, you need to get in their corner and help them out. Give them this information, okay? And if you want to know more about it, go to skinconfidencecoach.com for a little recap on the science behind it.
I'm feeling confident already, Lyra.
I love it. Thank you, Lyra.
All right, coming up.